Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Good morning. How everybody doing today? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Inside Show. It's your boy, Coach Lee. Sunday morning, weekend not officially over for some of those, 4-day weekend, whatever the case may be. But hey, either way, we're back at it like we're mad at it. Man, it's time to run one with you guys. With that being said, he's back as Uncle Leroy Jr.
Okay. I'm liking these highs and lows in your voice and everything, man. You got me feeling like you've been watching the announcer dude on TV. But look, this is dude Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior, man. We back on this Sunday with the Fantasy Insight live show, man. Like when we talk about fantasy football, get your lineup questions ready, man. Like football had already started. I had a couple players that's playing already out there in London. So, man, it's not looking good for me because I got the Jets decent.
And Matty, I ain't shredding them boys.
Yes. So, needless to say, I already made a bad call of the week.
Yes, sir. But hey, you still it's early, got time to rebound. But hey, man, how's your weekend been so far?
Oh, shoot, it's been pretty good. It's just starting to look down on this Sunday with my first set of games going, man. Like, jeez. I thought I was going to get a last week performance out of Zach Wilson, but, you know, that's coming to a screeching halt.
But hey, man,
how's yours going?
I hate to say it. It's all right, mix, man. My Longhorns choked yesterday. Let know you come back and do them in. Shout out to them damn Sooners. Man, shout out to them.
What conference the Sooners in?
The Big 12.
Oh, okay.
Big 12. But also shout out to them damn Aggies down in College Station, man. I don't mess with y'all, but y'all knocked out Bama last night, so props and big ups to you.
Yes, sir. The true Texas team, because, you know, they in the SEC.
Whatever. They had to get out of Big 12 because they couldn't win. But shout out to the Aggies out there, man. Got a lot of them in the family. But hey, man, speaking of shout-outs, shout out to those that's joining us today. Get your questions in here. Holler at your boys. Hope we can answer the questions for you. But with that being said, first topic of the day, as always, talk about these injury updates going on. Got a couple of surprises, not too many. Got a little word. Saw a couple of my Cowboys on there, but we're going to be all right.
Wait, let's get his comment up there. He says, bro, it's going to be big quiet in Alabama.
Yeah. Thing that sucks, though, they still probably going to have a chance to play for the championship. But I think them dogs going to have something to say about it over there in Georgia.
Facts. But, I mean, you know,
they like the team to beat right now.
Who?
Georgia?
Georgia? Yes. I would have to agree with you on that one.
They put knots on heads over there. But as far as the big injuries, out today, obviously, Jimmy G. His reign may be over. I think once Trey Lance get in there and get solidified, Jimmy G may not get it back.
Once he gets solidified, I mean, he already lost. Once Trey Lance gets his first start, he already lost the job. Even if Trey Lance does poorly or if he does great. I mean, if he does well, because at the end of the day, he just gave it up. He left the seat. So I think it's over for him now.
Yeah, I can. You know what? I can agree with that. You're right on that one. This was kind of surprising. I thought he'd been all right. I know he got knocked out last week, but Teddy Two Gloves still dealing with that concussion, so he's questionable.
Did you see that hit? You gonna talk about it? Wait, no. I knew he was gonna be out at least a week from that hit he took during that game, man. Like, no, man, that was that was disrespectful. That was even worse than the Drew Lock's performance. But
it's cold-blooded, man.
Hey, you gotta tell it like it is, man. But yeah, I think I think he'll be out again.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know, man. They probably should have did a little bit better. No, Teddy did his thing, but they were trying to do some things. They probably should have went with a little bit more of a better option, so to speak, as far as a commander back there. But hey, it is what it is. Running backs, obviously, McCaffrey, he's doubtful. He's still in deal with that hamstring injury. So
yeah,
the jury's kind of out on that dude, man. He can't stay healthy.
That is true. That is true. That's why shout out to everyone who got Chubba Hubbard. How do you pronounce his name? Hubba Bubba. His handcuff. So.
Oh boy. We got a couple of questionables. We got Zeke with Elliott, and we got Dalvin Cook. Zeke with a knee and Cook with the ankle.
I think Zeke expected to play, though. I think he's going to play. So the upside on that is, he's going to play. And so they'll be all right with that one. And who was the other one?
Dalvin Cook.
Okay, I thought you were going to stay with the Dallas Cowboys with Amari Cooper. But I haven't heard much on Dalvin Cook. Is he supposed to play?
He's listed as questionable. He's got an ankle. He did practice this week, but I believe it was limited. But he is going up against Detroit, I believe.
Okay. So yeah, probably not much practice is needed. As long as he got some practice in, he'll be fine. But let's see what this question we got. We got John Nelson. Let's get this question up on the board.
John, boom. Who to start in a full PPR? Tim Patrick or AJ Green? Man, AJ kind of woke up last week.
I don't even know who Tim Patrick is. I mean, like, AJ Green has come on, like you said. So, I mean, I think he's going to continue to get touches. And as long as the defense keep playing opportunistic, turnover football, the offense is going to stay out on the field. So,
I answered that question for you. So, Tim Patrick plays for the Broncos, I believe.
He plays for the Broncos, yeah.
And I would probably say, considering that Teddy is out and we just got done dogging out Drew Lock, your safer bet is probably going to be to go with AJ Green.
Right. Agreed.
Drew Lock is terrible. I'm going to call it what it is.
But he's saying that, so his thing, I guess his concern is that AJ Green playing the Steelers, though.
But the Steelers the same defense they've always been.
Right, but he's not going to draw the number one coverage, though. That's going to go to D-Hop. They have too many weapons. Like, you cannot guard those guys, those wide receivers. And with Chase Edmonds, he's having a shin injury all week. So the offense is going to shift. So I definitely think AJ Green's a better choice. So the secondary is trash this year. Yes.
Yes, they are.
And that makes for easier picking. Who they talking about? AJ Green? Yes. No, we're talking about starting AJ Green. Hey, what out with the Josh, baby? Shout out to you.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir.
I want to see you get a win this week. I want to see you get a win. Tap in. But I think AJ Green's the safer choice, definitely because of the offensive play. The Pittsburgh Steelers, their defense is not the defense of past years. And Arizona's defense, they create turnover.
His time has come, it's gone. It wasn't looking good though, and me too.
Yeah, still
And I'm
talk your
still
noise.
talking
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. Joe Mixon showed up with an ankle as well. His listing is questionable. They do
Yeah,
anything for you?
I was talking about that this morning to my godson. You know, I think he took him out of his lineup, but I think he's expected to play through that. But as a safety precaution, I still go pick up his handcuff for Samaj P-Run. But I think Mixon will be fine. Because they're playing, guess who? The Packers. So
yeah, with their new acquisition. The great Ole.
you would know that, yes. You know, he wait, was it Smith? Javion Smith. From formerly of the Dallas Cowboys, recently signed. Oh, Jalen Smith. It's Jalen Smith, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys, now of the Green Bay Packers.
Now he at the frozen tundra. So Chase Edmonds with the Cardinals, he's a shoulder injury. He's listed as questionable. And they say he's going to be a true game time decision.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a bigger day for James Conner. You know, James Conner, he's going to, he's been vulturing the touchdowns anyways, but I think he'll have see his role expanded. And AJ Green, because, that's what that is.
David Montgomery, he's got a knee. He got placed on injured reserve, so he's going to be out the next 3 games. And Melvin Gordon, it goes back to the original question we were talking about if you start AJ Green or not. Teddy Two Gloves out. Melvin Gordon, questionable with lower leg injury. Offense not looking very good. Again, go with AJ Green.
Fact.
As far as the wide receivers, AJ Brown showing up again. Got a hamstring. He's off the injury report, and he's supposed to play.
Right. But no Julio Jones.
Surprising. And he's out. And that's what he did when he was in Atlanta, man. How old is Julio? About 30 now, right?
I stopped counting after his, 4th time sitting out?
So that's what you get with him. It's kind of late now, but obviously Calvin Ridley was out, but they ain't slowing down. That's why Kyle Pitts is probably balling out right now.
But wait, something's interesting about Calvin Ridley because, he's not out because of injury. He's out because of personal issues.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know what kind of personal issues would keep you out of traveling with your team. I mean, the last time we seen that, it was Urban Meyer. I mean, I'm just saying. So, hey, I definitely want to see why Calvin Ridley is not traveling with his team.
I think probably because he's probably not vaccinated. It's just speculation. But hey, that's the only thing I think for international travel.
Oh. I got a point there because one thing that I think that they said about this London trip, you have to get tested when you get there and you have an exit test. So so they're getting tested a lot. So, I definitely will figure out, I definitely would agree that factored into him traveling with the team.
Amari Cooper dealing with a hamstring. Well, I think it was a ribs last week. Hamstring this week.
He's
gotta get on back, Gallup.
Your team's beat up. They soft.
Yeah. Well, he's soft for sure. Will Fuller, he got put on injury reserve with the finger.
Yeah,
and then
hurt my.
And Devontae Parker too. He's questionable with ribs and hamstring.
I think he's still going to play, but shout out to Waddle. He should have a big game today. So he and of course I love their tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Gaskin.
Let's see. Cortland Sutton. He's questionable with the ankle injury. Again, man. Woo.
I would be questionable if I was a receiver out there for Denver Broncos as well until Teddy Two Glove come back because, yeah, I thought, it's not looking good for those guys out there.
Also questionable, another receiver, Deontay Spencer for the Broncos. Who the hell playing for Denver today?
Drew Lock, that's it. So he's been. So Josh says he's been getting. Let's get his comment up there. He said he's been getting decent points. Who? Drew Lock? Or Teddy Two Glove? What are we looking back for?
One of my grandkids just walked in here.
I see that. You're like.
Close the door.
Hey, just make sure they got Pampers on, man. I don't want to see any Pampers kids run across the street.
No, not at all, for sure. Curtis Samuel for the Washington football team is dealing with a groin. He's listed as questionable.
They're playing the Saints. FYI.
That's why I said something about him. Okay, he's talking about the tight end for Buffalo. Okay.
Oh, Knox. Yes, I picked him out. He was on last week. I had said last week pick him up. He was going to have a big game. Yes, sir.
As far as your tight ends, George Kittle got placed on injured reserve, so he's going to miss 3 games. He can't stay healthy.
He was the reason why I lost last week, because if I would have started the second, I would have won. And so I picked him up, and he gets hurt, and then he goes on IR. So he's going to at least miss, 4 games, 4 to 6 weeks? So,
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm still winless. I was 0-4 in the big league. In the league, I won last year, man. It's very, it's hard.
See, Lance is starting. They got Mitchell back, though. Okay. And his backup, Ross Dwelly, he filled in. He did pretty decent, but he not George Kittle.
I'm great on them.
Grunk's still dealing with those ribs. Man, that injury sound like he may be out a little longer than than originally anticipated. He had Grunk. He had 2 fractured ribs.
I thought we were talking about Kittle, but you said yes, Grunt.
He had 2 fractured ribs. He has 1 broken rib, and he had a punctured lung.
I mean, Grunk's known for playing through pain through his entire career. It's not his first time playing through pain, so I'm thinking, he'll be all right. But I mean, Cameron Brake's the guy right now to pick up if you're looking at some tight end position.
That's true. T.J. Hawkinson, he's listed as questionable for the game against the Vikings with a knee injury. He was limited to 2 practices this week.
Well,
but he is expected to suit up as of this morning. But keep an eye on that. And then as far as that's the key one, the key in and outs this week.
All right. Was it break time? Because, I got to go hit my morning Who Dat coffee. I'm sorry, wait, that's the wrong one.
Nah, you're going to need that today. Them Washington, I'm going to say it wrong. Them Washington football team is going to be in there today.
Oh, man.
But, hey, you know how it goes. So that's your injury report for this week. We're going to take our first break of the day. We'll be back in about 15 or 20.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
That's how we roll in this bad boy. Back at it like we mad at it, fellas. So
I'm looking at the comments. Josh says, "Bless you." He said, "I thought you sneezed saying that."
He talking about TJ, ain't it? Next up, we have the start 'em or sit 'em. Obviously, we got a game this morning, so that game gonna be too late for those who got players who did play today in an early game. But the start of the week, I don't know if I agree with this, but hey, that's what they say. The start of the week, Leonard Fournette playing against Miami.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that one?
I got him starting. I got him starting as well.
Okay.
Because he was on the field at like 70% of the game. 70 to 80% of the game last week. They got him. He got the lion's share of the touches. So they started giving him confidence. And with and with Gronk out, Brake's still trying to get a role in the actual passing game.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. And Miami, their defense has been trash. Their only strength is their secondary. So I think they have a good game.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Like you said, he is getting a bulk share of the carries and the snaps, rather. I think he finally surpassed Ronald Jones. Obviously, Giovanni Bernard is there. He's supposed to be coming back this week, but it looks like they're ready to rock and roll with Fournette.
Jones has a fumbling issue, and he lacks pass blocking. So that's what made him, fall out of grace. So, Leonard Fournette, he can block, and that's one thing that Tom Brady wants. He wants to block the running back that can catch out the backfield. So I'm pretty sure, that Bernard acquisition was there to replace Jones. So, like I say, Leonard Fournette, he's on the field majority of the time. So, I think he'll have a good game.
Hey, Will, and Miami they're not the defense that we have seen last year, maybe the year before. They have allowed 6 touchdowns to running backs, and then they've had at least 4 backs that have gained over 90 yards on them.
That's
so
crazy.
For quarterbacks to start them, they say Jalen Hurts against Carolina. I don't know, man.
Why? Why you don't think that's a good start?
I don't think they really know what they want to do with Jalen, to be honest.
The same Jalen that got 300 yards on y'all, the same Jalen that's consistently getting 300 yards?
But it's a different defense he's going up against.
But it's the same Jalen Hurts. He's seen all these defenses week in and week out. I mean, the only difference is these guys are young. They're fast. Their cornerbacks are fast. I mean, at the end of the day, he's fast too. He still has that athletic running ability that makes him Jalen Hurts. And he can throw the ball. So, and this is the same Panthers that's licking their wounds after Dak Prescott shredded them. No offense.
Yeah. We shall see.
Hey, I don't see y'all offense being that much better. I mean, y'all passing offense being that much better than the Eagles. So.
We don't have to pass. We run for 245. That passing game was just complimentary.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's the stat that I'm talking about. That they're going to run. They're going to be able to run the ball. So he's going to be able to run. So they won't. He'll be a good start.
Kirk Cousins.
Hey,
he's going against Detroit.
Yes, who's another defense that cannot stop a cough or a sneeze. But I mean,
that's how he had to hear though. He going against Detroit.
Bad game last week.
He's balling out this year though, man. He's not the Kirk of old. He's got 9 touchdowns and 1 pick. So, yeah. Sam Darnold up against Philly.
Sam Darnold's a must start every week. Now, I'm mad last week that he vultured 2 goal line touchdowns, running goal line touchdowns from Chuba Hubba Bubba So that also made me lose the game last week. So yeah, I think that's a confident start.
Yeah. Joe Burrow.
Now this game here, this one here, it's like this one is the make or break the Cincinnati Bengals, because everyone was talking about, how great the Packers are, they're a Super Bowl contending team, and how poorly the Cincinnati Bengals are. Their only strength, was their defense and Joe Mixon. So now it looks like they got things together. So I think Joe Burrow is going to be in for a shootout, but he's always been in a 20-25 margin. I don't know. Like, I think this would be a good game for him. He had four interceptions on the year, though. That's my biggest thing. 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yep. Danny Dimes. Definitely would start him.
Against Dallas?
Yep.
Straight from the horse's mouth. I know. Nothing else to say.
He gonna get the chance to pass. He gonna have a chance to sling it out there. He's dangerous against with the run. So yeah, Danny Dimes. Trey Lance as a sleeper against Arizona. You buying that one?
He's a rookie. I mean, he has and he lacks the experience. So, I think what he has, like, I forget how many 16 games total, like as a QB. I don't know, but I'm not so. You're throwing this guy into the fire, like a blazing fire. You're throwing him into the water, the deep end. So I don't think he's a sleeper. I mean, he's a sleeper that y'all should let sleep. Don't bank on Trey Lance.
Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, what up, Chris? We just were talking about the Bengals. Let's get a statement up there. Let's see what he said. Just stopping by. Stopping by my Bengals homeboy. Okay. Hey, we were just talking about Joe Burrow, man. So what do you think the score going to be? Comment the score so we can put it up there. What do you think the score going to be in today's game between the Bengals and the Pats? We want to see what you think. You're one of our Bengals fans. So what game we got?
We talked about him too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's checking the comments. Josh, I told you. Saw that Jay Green, man. He's on to something.
Yep.
So what we got up? Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence against Tennessee.
Yeah, now see, this is one. I just traded him away last week. So, after this whole weekend of after that with the whole team and Urban Meyer with the coach, I think these guys are going to play inspired ball. So, to me, Trevor Lawrence is a sleeper going up against Tennessee, and they got shredded last week by the Jets, not to mention.
So he says he has the Bengals beating Green Bay 33-30 with a last-minute field goal. Shootout.
You got to give him a drum roll after that, man. Like, shit. Hey, I like how you think. Trevor Lawrence goes 4 TDs today. Yeah, I can believe that. Start all receivers. Like, those guys are playing inspired ball, man. Like, what people don't understand, Urban Meyer, he's he inspires people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets those guys together. He's going to get those guys together. He's going to gain confidence and get them something to play for. Definitely, I think that Jaguars team is going to be a whole different team out there moving forward.
And then this one, I don't know about this. Well, yeah. So what score of the game right now? 'Cause I know you're watching it this morning.
I'm watching it now. It's they still losing. 3. Oh, let me see if I can get on the big screen. They're on break right now. Well, I'm looking at last time I checked was 3:17.
Okay, because they had, as a sleeper, they had Zach Wilson.
You know what? I jumped on that hype train just because of the performance they did last week. And that shows you how porous the Tennessee defense is. It was like he was a racehorse over there, and he's a mule playing today. Like, this is a very poor outing for Zach Wilson.
Yes, sir. I would agree.
Whoa, what out with your smoke, baby? I don't know what comment what city you in, man. We don't look. Shout out to our gaming manager, aka Trucker. He's all over the nation right now, man. We don't know where yet. But hey, good stopping through, man.
Appreciate you. Be out there. Be safe out there, bro.
Oh, so the game is thanks, Chris. Is 20-3. Yeah.
Okay.
And I started the Jets defense. I'm not going to say that too much.
You probably kept that to yourself.
Right? Especially on the fantasy football show. It's like, hey, well, don't take note from that guy.
For the sit-em this week, they say Ryan Tannehill up against Jacksonville.
Hey, that's a big thing. You got to play fantasy football on a full stomach. Let's get Chris' statement up there. Let's get his comment up there. So, ain't no love lost, brother. He says, but got to go cook me breakfast. Yes. Fantasy football.
We expect CRs in the mail.
What'd you say? In the mail?
In the mail. We expect CR breakfast from him in the mail.
Oh. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That Bengal breakfast.
Nice. All right, so we got up for the.
Say again?
No, I was saying what we got up for the sit-ems.
Sit-ems, you got Ryan Tannehill, Jameis Winston, and Big Ben.
Jameis Winston up there again. Now, I'm going to tell you what's a funny stat to me.
Okay.
Jameis Winston, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So is that, and what would you say that is indicative of? Good coaching that he's on, they got him on a leash? Or is it Jameis Winston making better decisions?
I'd probably say a combination of both. Because he's probably never really had, he had a coaching carousel in Tampa Bay. He's with an established coach now in Sean Payton. And he's coaching them up. That's his specialty. He's coaching them up. So he knows he can't just be out there flinging that bad boy like he was doing, at Tampa. There's going to be consequences for his actions.
Hey, man, let's get up by your boy Lando, big leaguer up there now. He's hanging in that YouTube comment. He's out there in Iraq, man. Hey, appreciate you for hanging out there with us.
Be careful.
Tell us what time it is out there. Like it's 10 o'clock here. What time is it in Iraq? Can they say that on can you post that? Tell us what time it is out there. We need to know. So, because I need to figure out, when we play, what time I need to change my lineup against you. But one bigger fact that stands out to me is the Saints keep losing. That's what keeps standing out for me. And that's a Jameis Winston stat. So let's talk about Big Ben. What do you think about that?
Big Ben, man, the end is near. I think he's going to announce his retirement after this year. He's still dealing with a torn pec right now. Pittsburgh ain't looking like Pittsburgh of old. Yeah. The day Ben's done.
It's 6 p.m. Let's get his comment. So it's 6 p.m. out there in Iraq. Hey, shout out to you, Chris. Let's get Chris' statement up there. It says, God bless. Damn fool. Yeah, man, it's crazy out there, man. Appreciate you. Let's give him let's clap it up for you, man. Appreciate you out there, Lando, baby.
Sure.
Now,
I got a question for you, man.
But what's the question? What we got?
He said you must have had Cheech and Chong picking the Jets.
Hey, I like to go on reaches for, just to beat teams down, just for that extra. But yeah, that was a reach, and I actually was gonna pick the Falcons. But I was like, Zach Wilson had a pretty good game against Tennessee. Once again, shows you how bad Tennessee defense is. So yeah, shout out to me for drinking that Kool-Aid. But one other Kool-Aid that I'm drinking and selling is Big Ben's flavor. Listen, man. Big Ben this is a big scene, big spotlight. He's under pressure. And Mike Tomlin, smooth talking ass is, he's buying him time. Big Ben's a sleeper. Going up against Denver, because once again, Denver, they won't be able to score points. Big Ben, he still has big playmaking ability. He still has Dante Jones. He still has his core set of people. So I think Big Ben will be all right today.
I agree with you.
I ain't gonna count Big Ben out.
And then
there's a lot of players and a lot of players and coaches that haven't, that hadn't counted Big Ben out either. So definitely check that out.
Got a question from David from Facebook. Ross, Deontay, or D Hop was thinking of trading D Johns and Schultz for D Hop in the PPR league.
So that's Deontay. Just talking about him with
Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Deontay or D Hop. That's Deontay. Wait, Ross Deontay? Who is that? Am I mispronouncing his name? Or is that Deontay Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Or D Hop? You got to start D Hop. If he's playing, you got to start him because he's one of those guys. If you sit him, he's going to have 300 yards on your bench and 14 touchdowns in one game. So you got to start D Hop. I mean, that's to me. How I do my lineup, they're studs. My studs, they play. I roll with them regardless. You know what I'm saying? And then, I might play with my QB2. I mean, my other second position in my flex. So, just trying to give you an idea of how my, approach go. But yeah, I'm definitely starting D Hop. If, Johnson, he's a bankable. If we're talking about Johnson from,
there you go.
Yes, Deontay Johnson from the Steelers. He's a bankable QB, wide receiver 2 this week because he's their top receiver. He's their top option. He's had double-digit targets in these last 2 games. So, to me, he's a safe bet. Schultz for D-Hop. Sorry for the confusion.
Schultz need to get some new gloves, man. He be fumbling too much.
Who's Schultz?
He's the tight end for Dallas. The one that had 2 fumbles last week and got lucky on the second one.
Yeah. And last week, if you'd have tuned in last week, I was just saying everyone's running for Schultz, and it's too early because that's just typical Cowboy football with their tight ends. They've always had 2 really good tight ends that they alternate with. So, I mean, if you can get those 2 for that, I mean, I'll pull the trigger on that. D-Hop, definitely. I'll pull it. What you think about that?
Yeah, I go with D-Hop anytime. Like you say, he's the kind of guy you got to sink and swim with him because the one time that you decide to not play him is when it's going to hurt you the most.
Right, yeah. So, definitely got to go with D-Hop. So, all right, I like that. That was a good question.
For the running backs, the stardoms, we got Darrell Henderson, Kareem Hunt, and Josh Jacobs showing up on here.
Yeah. I'm riding with Josh Jacobs this week. I think he's going to have a good game because it's time. This last game he got in, he got majority of the carry. And even in my write-up, you still have Kenyon Drake in your starting lineup. Get Kenyon Drake out your lineup. No, man. Hey, be cool, David. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. But yeah, man, get Kenyon Drake out the lineup, man. This is going to be Josh Jacobs again with Peyton Barber taking an injury, so he's not going to get that much in the game. Get Josh Jacobs in your lineup. And we've seen Darrell Henderson, he's something special. He's going to continuously be involved in the Los Angeles Rams offense. So you see he had a good game this Thursday. So we got big leaguer. Start sit Mixon and Fournette. I'll let you take first dibs at that. What do you think?
Well, we talked about Fournette this morning. He has become the primary running option for Tampa Bay. He's getting a bulk of the snaps. So opportunities are going to be there. He's going to be involved in the passing game just because of his pass blocking ability. So you got him 2 ways, toting the rock and catching out of the backfield. And, Tom Arm ain't what he used to be, so he's definitely going to be dumping him off in the flats. Those a la James White back in the days. He loved those running backs that can catch out of the backfield.
Facts. Now, one thing, once again, I always have a strategy and approach that you got to look at who's going to be able to control the ball and implement their game plan. Cincinnati Bengals, they've always been running. They've always been a run team. So will they be able to stop Green Bay? No. Will they be able to control the clock? No. They're going to have to pass. So with them having a pass, they have to pass to keep up with Aaron Rodgers in the pass. So that, tarnishes his look, his appeal to me. So with Joe Mixon, all right, they won't be able to control the clock. So, okay, that's one strike. With Fournette, yes, they're going to be able to control the clock. They're going to be able to get ahead. They're going to be able to run the ball. So Fournette is the easier pick just because that Tampa Bay, they're going to be able to control the ball. They're going to be able to control the clock and do what they want. On the other side, Joe Burrow is going to have to pass.
Yeah, just to keep up.
Right. So, Joe Mixon may get a touchdown carry, but guess what? He's coming into the game hurt. So he's going to be on the snap count. And they're going to want P-Ryan to get the ball. Because they need to see what they have in the event that Joe Mixon can't go. So definitely I think Fournette would be the safer play.
Agreed. For the sleepers, we got Damian Williams in Chicago, Zach Moss with Buffalo, and Latavius Murray with Baltimore.
Man, Latavius Murray, I'm going to take first shots on that one. Latavius Murray's been killing it. And
it's a goal line guy.
Seen it last week, even with Bell and Tyrell Williams coming behind him, that he was still the guy who got the bulk carries. He was a running back that got the meaningful carries. I think he's got a couple touchdowns on the season so far since joining the Baltimore Ravens. So
got 3.
Yeah, definitely Latavius Murray. And then they're playing the Colts. So they'll definitely be able to control the clock. And the defense, the only bright side is their linebacker, Darius Leonard. And he's scheduled to play today. So I think that's a safe play.
Okay. Siddums, Miles Sanders, Samaje Perine.
Well, hold on.
Like you spoke about earlier.
Miles Sanders. Do you want to know why they say sit Miles Sanders?
Jalen Hurts.
The reason why I said it last week, Kenneth Gainwell. I told y'all in the season since our first fantasy show, get Kenneth Gainwell. He's on all my teams. Get him. That's why Miles Sanders is a sit, because of Gainwell. They were on the field like they had a 50-50 split. They're about to be on a timeshare, and as we've seen, Gainwell has been killing it. Last week he had like 20-some fantasy football points. So that's the reason why they say bench Sanders. Oh, I'm sorry, who has yet to score a touchdown. Let me add that.
Yeah, that's true. And catching is his specialty. He's only got 105 receiving yards.
Right. So.
And then the bust alert, your boy Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Man, I think that's mainly because they're playing Buffalo. They have a very tenacious defense.
You got 2 shutouts already this year.
Yeah, very, very impressive. But it's funny. I'm benching. I went and swapped out Buffalo's defense. Now that you say that, it's like I need to go back and change my lineup and and ride with them guys, man. Don't waver. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling some type of way now. But this is still Patrick Mahomes. It's like they're still going to throw the ball. They're still going to have opportunities to score. So, and CEH, he's been involved lately. So I don't think he'll be a bust. So I think he'll still get you your 10 points, but I'm thinking he'll be in a bust form to where he won't get you those 20, those 15 points this week. Because he'll still get a touchdown.
For your stardoms, for the wide receivers, Tyler Boyd up against Green Bay and Marquise Brown against Indianapolis.
Well, Marquise Brown has been hot as of late, and I'll ride with him. And he's the only receiving option besides, I think, Lamar Jackson, because he's a running back, quarterback, and receiver at times. And he do backward flips. And he, the guy does it all. But
they need to start playing crochet more than what they're doing.
That's the guy. Yes. Good call out.
Shout out to the Mustangs and and a local product.
Now let's talk about they had Corey Davis. Now see, last week I benched Corey Davis. This week I started him, and he's not doing that well. As you can see, the entire New York Jets offense is not doing that well. So yeah. We all have that one. That was my bad call right there. That was my bad call. Trust in the Jets. See?
Man. That's I don't
know.
Watch
this. But on a high point, I did call Robert Wood. I said he was going to have a big game Thursday.
Man, he clowned.
Shout out to me and the 3 other people that started him in Yahoo Fantasy Football League.
Man. And then for the sleepers, for wide receivers, we have Jalen Waddle. You spoke about him earlier, with the other 2 options being Cole Beasley.
No. I dropped him early in the season. You know why? Emmanuel Sanders. You want to know why again? Vaccinated. That's why. So Cole Beasley has been that odd guy out, man. I mean, so at the end of the day, you know,
tight ends playing better.
That's who's getting his look. And Emmanuel
Mouse getting looks out of the backfield.
Exactly. So Cole Beasley is not a sleeper on mine. He is off the radar. Next. So
Kadarius Toney of the Giants going up against Dallas.
He
kind of showed up last week.
That was because Slayton and someone else, one of the true starters, were out. I mean, like
Shepard.
Shepard. You can't expect this out of this guy every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you can't expect back-to-back winning weeks out of the Jets. Like, this is ridiculous. So you can exit
now
out,
Dallas is number 4 in points allowed to opposing receivers, so he's gonna get some opportunity.
And that's why I have Galladay in my lineup.
Yeah.
That's who's gonna have a big game. He's had like double-digit targets in all the last games. So, and once again, I'm still waiting on Evan Ingram to come alive. He's still waiting to come alive. As y'all seen against my Saints, Saquon Barkley caught a nice pass out of the backfield. So, you know, these are the other options way before this guy that we just talked about. So I think he'll have to gain some more trust.
For the Siddums, you got Cortland Sutton, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Michael Pittman. Sutton, you know, you got the quarterback issues up there in Denver.
That's easy. That's an
Schuster,
easy.
Same thing. 2 things. Big Ben is on his way out, and he has failed miserably as a number 1 receiver.
You know why? Because he failed miserably as a number 2. That's what people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They want to just come in and whoop, 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 but they failed the lesson. They want to do the teach, but they failed to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was a number 2, he wanted to do all of these dances and get all this attention and not fully understand what it took to be AB, what it took to be the wide receiver 1. So now he's getting thrown in the fire. And like you said, he's failing. He's melting. He's having a meltdown. He's throwing, you know, see, that's how you know Apple products are superior than Microsoft. He's throwing Microsoft Surface product tablets on the side of the sideline. Like, what is this guy doing? It's ridiculous. I would have cut him just off of that. Don't be throwing no our technology on the damn ground, fool. I'd have cut him. That's why he's gonna flop, because he's destroying property.
And Michael Pittman, man, he just 279 yards on the year and no tubs.
I mean, he was never on my radar. Like, honestly, none of the Indianapolis Colts were on my radar. Wait, does T.Y. Hill still play for them?
He's I think he's on IR.
That shows how much they are on my radar. So even with Wentz back there, there's no appeal. So
right.
I don't even know why.
Bust alert.
Who they got?
Odell Beckham.
Blah 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 blah.
And I think that has more to do with the quarterback than anything, in my opinion.
Why do you think that?
He's got a torn labrum in his non-throwing shoulder.
Yeah, but that was the excuse that Baker Mayfield gave for his poorest performance last week. That's the same reason. He's on time. That's just like two commenting like right now on Baker Mayfield. Like I told him last week, he should have he should have joined our show where I said, "Shit, Baker Mayfield." Like that is ridiculous. It's Baker Mayfield. He gave the reason why. Oh, my throwing shoulder, let you play. So I don't believe that, and I think OBJ would just be the OBJ of that we used to see. Will it be a bust? I think he'll get a touchdown because they're playing the Chargers, and someone's gonna have to score to keep up.
That's true. It could be a track meet out there.
Right. So they're gonna have to score the ball.
True that.
And they cannot do it with Kareem Hunt. Baker. Wait, come on. Let's make everyone laugh in the comment section right here. So right now we got two. Our resident Bostonian says that Baker Mayfield will. No, he said Baker Mayfield 3 TDs today. Yeah, ain't buying that one, buddy. Ain't buying that one.
Oh man, we shall see. We shall see. He said her arm is gonna be good today.
If not, he's gonna be blaming it on the big toe. I mean, I'm just saying he got because the Chargers have a really good defense. So definitely want to see what they're going to do today. So he's going to have three touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
And 1 fumble. Hey, man, I ain't sold on Baker. Never have, never will.
Exactly.
It's Odell's fault. It's contagious. For start him and sit him for the tight ends. Start him, Dalton Schultz. He getting a little bit, man. Them fumbles. I think last week's performance, he allowed Blake Jarwin to kind of creep back up in there again.
My mic on? Hello?
Yeah.
Last week, I said, who was the number 1 tight end coming into the season? Blake Jarwin. Everyone's getting behind a tight end number 2. And we see why. He's fumbling the ball. Mm-hmm. Stars don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Now we're seeing why. And yes, to your point, he showed why. He gave room to Blake Jarwin to show why that he was slated to be the tight end 1 coming into this season.
It's true.
So
and then Dawson Knox, we talked about him earlier as well. He's up.
Talked about him last week.
Got 4 tubs on the year.
Yes, sir.
And he scored in 3 straight games.
Yes, sir. If y'all watched the show, I told y'all to told y'all to start him last week. Telling y'all to start him this week.
Sleepers, Cameron Brate. I believe you mentioned him earlier.
That is true.
With Gronk being out. Zach Ertz. It looks like he's taking that position back again.
Yeah. Agreed. He never lost it. That's what I'm saying. Like, the quarterback position was lost because Carson Wentz, this was Carson Wentz's guy. And I'm going to tell you, back during fantasy football years of early, every team that won the chip had Zach Ertz as their tight end. This dude was getting retarded numbers, consistent. So now Jalen Hurts is really seeing what he has in Zach Ertz.
Yep. I said, Unc throws the fire out. Yeah, he does. He gets it right every now and then. A clock is right 2 times a day. A broken clock is
Hey,
right 2 times a day.
what they say, the sun never shines on a dog's ass twice, something like that. I mean, hey.
Goddard's still there, but he just seemed like he's just not meshing. He seemed like he's regressed.
Man, I drank to that. Like, sheesh, like, what's in your call? What these big old words stuff? Like, hey, Google, regress. Like, I don't know what that means.
And for the sit-em, this dude here killing me, man. Robert Tonyan of Green Bay and Jared Cook and Evan Ingram. He killing me too in another league.
Evan Ingram will come on. Like I said, he's been out for a while, and he's just waiting his turn. He's just waiting his turn. That's all I'm banking on. That's what I'm banking on. Because he's still Danny Jones. He's still trying to figure his offense out. He's still got all these other receivers ahead of Evan Ingram. But once they get that mess back, the connection is there. So I think Evan Ingram today will do fine against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he's going to have an opportunity. And then for defense and special teams, to start them, they said the Broncos defense against Pittsburgh.
Now, see that, I'm going to say.
Fangio got them balling on the defensive side of the ball.
Who?
Fangio.
Right. But who's on the offense? So and this is what we're seeing. This is what the Jets defense is experiencing right now. The Jets defense get a stop, and the offense goes out there and goes 3 and out, 4 and out. Right. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? The defense is back out there because the offense cannot move the ball. And that's what I think is going to be here. The offense won't be able to move the ball. If they, granted that the Broncos have a whole week to develop a game plan for Drew Lock. But if that fails, Drew Lock is, he's going to turn the ball over. So I don't think just because of their offensive play that the Denver Broncos would be the defense to start.
Right. And then the sleepers, they got the Steelers, the Raiders, and the Cardinals.
Well, you seen, I had the Jets, but I guess we can say the Falcons not. And they got the Steelers on the other side. Now that's one that I take just because the Steelers would because Drew Lock is going to turn the ball over. That's the only reason why I would say I would see the Steelers.
Right. Pick both 3-3 game. Okay. Ready for your last break and then to wrap it on up with the picks?
Yes, sir.
This your boys. We going to be back in about 15, 20.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yes, sir. The home stretch. See, we got, for those who play them, you got your game picks. First game to start off this week is going on right now, so we're going to skip that one. Jets and the Falcons. What score the game right now anyhow?
9-20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a blowout baseball game.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the product we're putting in on the international level. Two of the sorriest teams in the league.
Let me see. First game, Dolphins at Tampa Bay.
Tampa, easy.
Okay, I would agree with that. Saints at Washington.
Man. Saints.
You doing it with your heart or your head?
Hey, both.
I'm gonna go with. I'm going to the Saints also.
Hey. You gotta go with the Saints because that's a conference team, a division team. So y'all need the win. We need the win.
Next, we have Packers at Bengals.
Wait. You know what? I'm gonna go with the upset here.
Wow.
Well, you say Packers at Bengals, right?
Yep.
Who they? Bengals.
Man. I'm about to go. I think I'm going to go on and slide in with the Bengals too, man. See,
Okay.
two agree with us on Tampa Bay and the Saints. Where you at on this one?
Huh?
Next up, we have Broncos at Steelers. That might be the second worst game of the day, right behind the one that's on now.
Yeah. I got to go the Big Ben.
I got Denver.
Everyone's ready to cash him out, just like everyone's just like they did Bill Cosby, like they do with Dave Chappelle. They're ready to cancel him. You know what I'm saying? Cancel the season. Oh my God, man. Big Ben for the win. You hear me? All right, Tim. We agree on that.
You got the Steelers. Okay. Eagles at Panthers.
Eagles where?
At Panthers.
At who? Panthers?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to Sam Darnold. Panthers.
That
ball fumble. A defense got a fumble.
Who fumbled?
Shit, I don't know. My defense just recovered. I'm trying to give you some points here.
I got the Panthers also in that game.
Oh, wait, Davis. Mike Davis, a running back.
Damn.
Yeah, I say, don't you have it?
Two got the Panthers also. Lions at Vikings. The 0-4 Lions against the 1-3 Vikings.
Vikings.
I got the Vikings also. The Lions might mess around and be the only team to go 0-16. Well, I'm sorry, the first team to go 0-17.
Right, exactly. This is a historical moment.
Patriots at Texans.
Patriots, easy.
Man, I got the Texans.
Ooh, wait, let me find out since been woman beating you in the morning. Man beating you in the morning. How she sold you on the Texans? I gotta make sure she hit it.
I can tell you why. The Patriots got 4 of their 5 offensive linemen are out.
Okay. And let me say this. Was it David Mills? Is that the quarterback name?
Yeah, I think so.
Exactly. How they gonna score the ball? New England Patriots. Easy win.
All right, we shall see. Titans at Jags.
Jags.
I got the Jags too.
Told you. It reminds me of how those young boys, those young kids playing inspired ball, man.
They almost beat Arizona.
Yeah.
Browns
at Chargers. I almost beat that little girl at the ball too.
Browns at Chargers.
Huh?
Browns at Chargers.
Chargers, Herbert, easy.
I got Chargers as well. Bears at Raiders.
Raiders.
Okay.
Fields going up against Carr.
I got Raiders also.
And Khalil Mack, he wants to prove to Gruden that he should have kept him on contract. But that'll be the highlight of that game. Until then, Derek Carr be throwing touchdowns.
Right.
So.
Two got the Bears. Niners at Cardinals.
Cardinals, easy.
Cardinals, easy. Yeah, I agree.
That's why Kittle went on IR. He was scared to play.
Oh, Giants at Cowboys.
Well, I sure as hell ain't going for the Giants because they just whooped up on my Saints. And I sure as hell ain't going for the Cowboys because I'm the resident hater.
That's kissing cousins.
Exactly.
Just got an injury update. Joe Mixon is in. Alvin Cook is out.
Oh. Joe Mixon in. Alvin Cook
get him up out of there.
So where's Madison? He's going to be a hot pick now.
Let's see. Bills at Chiefs.
Bills.
I got Buffalo
defense over offense, and especially when the defense can score, and when the defense can shut you out, and when the defensive team's offense has a high power offense too. I think that's easy.
Let's see. And then what we got? Colts at Ravens. I got Ravens.
Easy.
And that's your Monday night game. So that's your picks for this week, man. We need to start keeping a tally. I'm going to start going back watching these shows, keeping the tally of these picks we're doing.
Hey, I'll be with it. That's all that matters. I'm just saying.
We shall see. We have to do something, make it interesting. At the end of the year, somebody got to do something who finished last in picks.
That's two. Because he's still stuck on Baker Mayfield. All right, so we got a YouTube comment. Let's get him up there. Vade134.
RB1, RB2 in a flex. James Robinson, A. Gibson, C. Edmonds, and K. Hunt.
Gibson, I just
definitely got to get Hunt in there.
Yeah. That's the flex.
Yep.
I think that'll be my flex. What do you think, RB1 and RB2?
Whew, boy.
Yeah, he had a tough one. And we spoke on it earlier in our show. We did the running back. So I'll take a quick stab at it. Now, with Edmonds,
okay.
He's injured. He's coming into this game, been on the injury report this week. And Connor is there. He's vulture 2 touchdowns. So it's looking like James Conner is going to be the guy that they trust with the ball near the goal line. So I'm expecting James Conner to have a big game. Now, where your conundrum, I think, did I use it right? This is our in-house big word talker. Gibson, he's also injured. I think he had a shin injury. And they're playing the Saints. So I don't know. James Robinson definitely, Kareem Hunt, and I would go with Gibson, just because he's heavily involved in the offense. But with Edmonds, I think Connor's going to be the guy that's going to have a big game today.
Okay.
What did you say? Remember, Zeke and Pollard hammered the Chargers.
Okay.
Zeke and Pollard hammered
the flex. Yeah, but they were hammered everybody though. They on pace for both to have over 1,000 yards this year.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Like, that's a little bit different. But yeah, I would go with those top two.
So you got Robinson, Gibson, and the flex with Hunt?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because, once again, I love touchdowns. James Conner is the guy who's vulturing those touchdowns.
True that.
And Chubbs and Hunt are the only ones who's going to score because the quarterback can't throw anyone the ball. Baker Mayfield out the lineup, man. Like, that's ridiculous. I cannot believe he started the whole team of rehire Baker Mayfield. But to each his own. But man, we're about to wrap this up. And hopefully everyone will get some good feedback, some good suggestions, some good advice, so y'all can confidently set y'all lineup.
Yes, sir. Who you got for
Just
your
don't
shout outs
start.
today, brother?
Man, gotta give a shout out to the brand, man. You know, we working behind the scenes. Shout out to you too. Everybody that joined into our stream, you know, got the questions. We appreciate that. Gotta give a big shout out all the way out there to Iraq, man. Like, you know, appreciate you, big league, hanging
Salute.
out with us, man. It's always a honor and a privilege, man. Like, for real,
Yes,
real
sir.
stuff. That's about it, man. What you got up?
Man, shout out to everybody that joined and hopped in here today. Show always fun. We got that feedback and that interaction going in real time. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to two. Shout out to my brother today. Today we're doing our first tailgate. So we see y'all out there today. Gonna beat up on these Giants, eat some bad food, clown. You know how it goes out there, man. But shout out to the family.
I've never been to no Dallas tailgate thing, you know. But I gotta shout out you to the shirt, man. Like you've had like basket rub like 31 flavors, man. You know, I've been noticing.
Sir. I'm finna be out there ripping this, man. Hey. Yes, sir. Gonna be out there ripping us today. Hey, if you out there, holler at your boy. I don't know what lot we in yet, but we gonna be out there. Got the beer breast going. Got some chicken burgers on there. Beer breast for everybody else. You know your boy gonna rock them chicken burgers. But hey, Cowboys gonna handle up today, baby. Let's do it. Hey, be here tomorrow for the OTSBS show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Hey, man, like, comment, share, subscribe is what we do. Y'all have fun and enjoy your team today. Peace.